Hello everyone, this is Lolly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you these delightful little picnic season gift boxes that I made using the Tonic Studios die set, which is their new showcase die set. So they are so cute. I love the Easter one and then this other one. So they have a hinged lid basically. You can lift the lid and insert things into the box as needed. But as I was putting these together, I had this really wacky thought that I wanted to make a birdhouse out of one. So let's get started. This is what the die set looks like. It's tremendous. There are a ton of dies here. This is the one that you will want to cut out to make your basic shape. And you need to cut two of those. To save time, I have already cut two, and you need to score lightly across the top. You score across the top, or these two sides here, and then the two flaps, because you see it folds up like this, and then you have another one that comes at it at an angle. So you need two of those, and I had distressed around the edges of mine. And then they have many variations of dies that you can cut out from the inside to make pretty little panels here, or you could just cut out cardstock, which I did using the solid piece and without using the decorative piece in the middle. This one has a closure on it. The little clasp here is included. This little piece here and this. And I just cut the flaps off of this one and glued these flaps down. You don't have to do that. You can always just tuck the flaps down inside, but I thought it would make it easier to get out. Then you need a roof piece, which is this right here. And same thing, there are pieces that you can use to cut out and make little decorative pieces for the panels here. And of course we also have two handle options, flowers, etc. They thought of everything. On this, I'm going to get this scored, and I didn't distress this one ahead of time, so I will do that. Now for my panels on this one, I've chosen some corrugated cardboard paper. And because if I run that through my die cutting machine, it's going to smash my corrugation. So what I did was I cut out one of these, and I'm going to use it as a template to draw it on the back and trace it out, and then cut those for my panels. So in the meantime, let's get out. Let's use what I've been using is pumice stone. Let's see if that shows up. It might not show on this craft paper. Oh yeah, it's showing up. And the little scalloped edge here, the trim, is also scored in case you want to fold it down a little bit, or even up. It's up to you. Now I think I want these to be going down this way. So I had to get this situated the right way. Now I can cut that and it won't smash all of the beautiful corrugation that's going on here. Let's see if that's what I want. Oh yeah, I like that. That makes a really cute roof. And if you have just corrugated cardboard at home, you can use that as well. I also pre-cut using the little scalloped inserts here. These. And there's one here too. I pre-cut these as little wood pieces to go on these. They look so cute, and I also distressed those. Now what I want to do, is to cut a hole here. And at first I thought I would just cut a hole and make that the opening for the bird house. And it's a really large one, but I thought I could use their shaker dome, and that would be really fun, and you could just see the bird inside the house. So what I'm going to do is run this through the die cutting machine, both of these together, but I'm not going to glue them together. Let me get that rather low here. I'm going to tape that down and run them through together. So now that I have that hole cut out, I could assemble this and then attach this, but really I want to have this firm surface underneath my work so that when I put this on there, I will have something to push against. So let's get that on there. It's kind of hit or miss whichever way you decide to do it yourself. All right, now I want to burnish through here. Really get that attached. Then I can put all of my papers on here. That is going to be so cute. I'm excited about this. So I want to go around the plastic. You know, this Deluxe Adhesive does glue on acetate. And then I want to go around here as well. Now because I have that acetate under there, I want to give this a really good burnish as well. To know what direction, when you're doing directional paper, see, I cut this so that the wood grain was going this way. So when I cut this, I had realized this is going to be folded up. So this is how I wanted my wood grain to go there. You notice this is larger at the top than on the bottom. There's a slant to it. So many of you who've been with my channel for a while know that I often have crafty dreams in which I concoct something. I just dream it up in my sleep and then I go and I make the video. This was not a crafty dream. I actually thought of the idea while I was good and awake. However, I did kind of dream up how I wanted to do it. So I dreamt about it. So now to assemble this, we have these two bases and they just line up like that. We want to glue them down, but make sure we don't go over the fold lines. So again, I'm pulling these up so I make sure I don't glue this on above the fold lines or beyond the fold lines. Now all we have to do is glue these sides. Now I noticed that my side got a little corrupted here when it went through the rollers on my die cutting. So I'm going to get some clamps handy because that helps me. I'm going to glue this side here and line it up with this and then take that clamp and just clamp the very tip. That helps me to get that secure while I'm really giving that a good burnish on the inside. This is the part that would be easier if I didn't have the dome in there, you know, the shaker dome, or if you're in the UK, you call them blisters. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. I know, I'm sorry. Now with these clips on, in order to burnish these on the table, what I do is I hang the clips off the end of my table. So it would look like, if this is my table, I would hang it off the end like this. So the clips are hanging off and then I can really give this a good burnish. So let that set for a minute. Now, before I put my little roof on there, I want to fix my birdie in there. Now this is the bird that I have. But you see that his wings stick out longer than his body, meaning when I put him in there, he's not going to have a very good solid foundation. So I need to put something down in order to glue him in place. And besides, if he's all the way down, you would see him, but not quite as well. So I think I want to lift him up a little bit. And here's the part you need to decide if this is actually going to be a hanging ornament. If so, you're going to have a little more weight on this side because of the bird and the window here. So you might want to offset it by putting something in the bottom on that side. So I'm going to build something up, and then I'm also going to get my hot glue gun heated up. While this is heating up, I want to show you another thing. So when the roof attaches, you see this is the very top of the roof. You just glue it down on these two little flaps right here, and that is what holds the roof in place. And that is sufficient unless you're making this heavy by putting extra things inside, in which case I came up with this idea that if you run this through the die machine again, just to get this one little spine strip here like that, and glue that, and I cut it just inside the fold lines and glue that right on the bottom of these here like that. And when that's good and set, then glue this down to this entire bar across there that'll give it some more sturdiness, so that when and you could punch a hole here and on this, and then you can run your thread or your loop through there. I'm not going to make mine a hanger, so it's just going to be like a table decoration. Okay, so, but I do want to get my bird in there, so let's see if my glue gun is ready. Yes, it is. Today I'm using AdTech Drip Less High Temp, and it's not dripless, it's drip less. So what I did was I had a little extra scrap of my corrugated paper here. I'm just going to hold that for a sec, and I'm going to put that down. I made sure that it wasn't wider than his little belly there. And I'm going to glue this. Actually, what I need to do, hold on, I'm going to glue him to the to this first to get him elevated. He has to be, it's up on his perch, he's got to be up a little bit. Okay, and then I will glue him so I can see him in the window. He's very lightweight, so I'm not worried about my little cardboard thing crushing. Oh, he's so cute. Another thing you can do to make this more of a diorama type thing is to glue, like greenery and things inside. Isn't that cute? You could even put little wallpaper on the inside of his birdhouse. Lovely. Okay, now let's get that roof on there, and I'll show you how that works. So we're just going to glue these two down. And then you have to decide whether you want to, as in one of mine, I glued these flaps in, and I think I will, oops, I meant to glue my things on the roof. Okay, I'll do that. I want to glue mine down, but if I ever decide that I want to put more greenery or something on the inside, not gluing this down would be advantageous for me. So I'm just inserting these right now. And I can always come back and glue those later. So cute. He's so precious. Okay, now let's get those roof pieces on there. And you can use liquid glue or hot glue, but I think I'm going to just use my liquid glue here, because I'm just gluing paper to paper. Hot glue is bulky. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. I guess I could cut a strip out across for the top there. That might be cute too. Oh, isn't he just too precious? Let's start decorating this little beauty here. I'm going to get my little flowers out and leave my hot glue gun connected. And I cut one of these strips out just to see what I think, and I think I do like it, so I will glue that on there. Now for some flowers. I'm thinking too about maybe using some of the greenery. This has this cute little leaf set, and I can use that to cut out some leaves. Okay, so I have these cut out. One of them I accidentally chopped off, but I can still use it. Okay, so I just kind of grabbed some things here, and I'm not even sure what all I have here, so let's look. I like these colors here. I'm thinking they work well with these as well. And if I need some hints of some beautiful dark reds, that would work as well. So what I'm thinking is, first of all, I'm going to get my little scissors out and trim off. Let's see, let's trim this off. And maybe use this like right around his window. Actually, I think I need to cut this one off too. It's too wide. Get my tweezers out. I'm excited about the new tweezers that are being released from Tonic Studios. And I can just put this extra leaf in there somewhere where it will fit better. And these are Prima flowers. Now I just had a thought. Oh, I love it already. I think I need one more leaf pattern and I'll bring it around this way. Now I'm thinking about something even right here because he looks, yeah, the question is, do I need more greenery there? I'm kind of torn about it. I like the floral being around the bottom, but I know it needs something up here, so maybe even just leaves. I'm not sure at this point. And I think that I do need to go ahead and glue this together to get the sides in there so it stops popping out. Because really, once you close these down, there's no light on the inside. And so therefore, you're not going to be able to really see any wallpaper that you would put in there unless you put one of those little battery-operated tea lights in there, which you could do. That's totally an option, but I think I'm going to go ahead and glue mine in. Okay, just what I needed. Now I have these two leaves here. I really would like to find in my stash a flower that would work that might be a little smaller than this. I have an idea. What if I were to just force this one into being smaller like that? It's just a little bit tinier, and I think I like that a lot better. And I might cut these down. I think that's what I'm going to do. This makes my presentation at the top a little smaller than what I have going on at the bottom. I know you can't really see that because I'm off camera here. It's the angle. Down here. And this piece. Perfect. Now that takes care of needing something at the top, but not quite as overpowering as the size of what I have going down here. So that is so pretty. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Now you could always carry your flowers all the way around. You could decorate the roof as well. And another thing I would like to do now that I'm looking at this is I want to make him a little platform. So I'm going to measure this bottom. And it is about 3 1/4 by 2 3/4 almost. So I'm going to make a little piece of chipboard a little bigger than that. Okay, 4 1/4 by 3 7/8, and it gives me a little bit of a platform here. So now I want to cover that in cardstock, and I need to figure out which way I want my wood grain to go. So first I need to make room here. So do I want the wood grain going this way or with the direction of that, or do I even want it to be a completely different color? I think this way may be fine. Let's get this centered here. I'm trying to think. Okay, put that where I want it. Now this part can be hand cut. It's not really critical. So I'm just going to do this. This is very lightweight cardstock, so it's very easy to manipulate, so I'm not really working too hard at it. Now I'm going to cut a piece up to back that up. This is going to be my front, and then I'm going to back that up with another piece. And this is just because if you ever turn it over, you will see the back, so I figured we better cover that up. Okay, now all you need to do is get him onto this. Right there. Oh, it is so adorable. That is it. So I'm just so tickled about this. I think he's so delightful. He's just a precious little birdie in there. Isn't that cute? Now imagine, like I said, if you had reinforced this top and you had a big dangle out there, your big, twine or something to hang this up, what a beautiful ornament that would be. Thank you everyone for coming along on this journey.